Okay, so here we are about 1 week into 2008 with the World of Professional Wrestling. Roughly a week, you know, I'm giving them a full week because just to kind of be on the safe side, I decided to wait till everybody had almost 1 full week worth of television coverage to try to kind of figure out where everyone's head is going into 2008. Start out first with WWE. Raw. I'm looking forward to the match at Rumble between Hardy and Orton. I mean, I know Orton's not going to lose the belt, but I think they're doing a lot with Hardy, and this could maybe become a pretty good year for Hardy, at least until Cena comes back. Because once Cena comes back, it's going to be Cena's show again. Maybe. If they're smart, what they'll do is they'll have Cena work with Kennedy for a while just to get back on the whole, you know, you're the one who injured me sort of deal, and then slowly push him towards the title. I know, you know, Vince loves Cena and thinks he's the greatest thing ever. I just don't want to see Cena come back, you know, shortly after Mania and then be champion by SummerSlam. I mean, I want them to give him some time, let that work out. The JBL Jericho thing, I'm liking that. Good promo work. I'm kind of scared to see how the match is going to look, though. I know JBL's good, but he hasn't been in the ring in a long time. He might have some rust. JBL's one of those guys where he could wrestle the broomstick and get the broomstick over and make it a good, entertaining match. And Jericho, I'd say Jericho's ring rust is gone by about now. He's not as good as he was because he was younger, but that's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. The Ric Flair story arc, you know, he had a great match with H to end the year. I thought that was a really solid match. Most people didn't watch it because everyone was out partying and getting drunk. And seeing him take on MVP, we know MVP's not going to beat him. We just know he's not going to. It's not going to work out that way. But again, it should be an entertaining match. MVP's stepping up his game a lot. I'm looking forward to him having a really good year this year. And for the most part, that's all we really have going on Raw. Beyond the, you know, Triple H getting screwed by McMahon. I mean, that's the bulk of what's going on with Raw, unless you also include the Shawn Michaels Mr. Kennedy feud. Kennedy, his finisher, it's one of those great, you know, here it comes, he hit it, and then the match is over, but it's a slow move. I mean, it's a flatliner. It needs to be done a little bit faster to give it a little bit more impact. It's a move where all of a sudden he's got the guy in it, and then he hits it and he wins. There's really no pre-move to it. There's no kind of taunt into it. There's nothing that shows, here comes a move, I'm going to hit it. It's almost like he's trying to do, almost like what we saw with DDP, when all of a sudden, out of nowhere, match could end. And it was good. It worked for DDP. It hasn't worked since. Everyone's always needed some sort of kind of setup to it. Or you need to have some sort of look on the guy's face when he got caught in the move. I mean, I was high on Kennedy at the beginning of last year, and then he just fell off the radar. And I think this is going to be that slow rebuilding process for him. And that's pretty much Raw. SmackDown, oh God, the Vicky Guerrero Edge story. I actually watched SmackDown last night, and I'll be honest, hearing Vicky Guerrero say she wants to have kids with Edge made me throw up my mouth a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't like it. I mean, Edge doesn't really need more heat. He can build heat on his own. He's done it. He did it when he lost Lita. Edge can make Edge a heel if you don't need to do anything else with him. And, you know, SmackDown, the only interesting that I caught was the thing with Finlay. Finlay looking out for Hornswoggle in the Rumble. That now means in the Rumble, Hornswoggle has himself, Foley's looking out for him, and Finlay. Which almost leads to what they can do with Foley after Rumble. Is Foley gonna work into a feud with Finlay? Or are we gonna see Foley, end up feuding with McMahon between now and Mania? Okay, that could work. Okay, I could see that. I would like that. That'd be good. But for the most part, SmackDown, it almost seems kind of stagnant. But then it's just start coming right out of the gate, not doing a whole lot. I'm looking forward to Edge Mysterio will be a good match. Again, we know Edge isn't going to lose the belt because you almost never see title changes at the Rumble. Vince doesn't want to throw lots of things, up in the air in between now and Mania, because he is now the New Year's Revolution. No Way Out. He dropped New Year's Resolution. Revolution, whichever pay-per-view he had, like the opening weekend that almost no one saw, unless it had a chamber. So I always got Royal Rumble, No Way Out, Mania. Then we go to ECW. Currently, they have no match for the Rumble. You'd think you'd at least have Punk defending his title, but you don't. Or a tag match or something. And you don't for Rumble, at least not yet. I know it's a few weeks away. I know they've got time to work in either, Miz and Morrison defending the tag belts against Wang and Moore, which have been great matches. They're letting them go. They're doing a really good job. Their 15 Minutes of Fame match was good, very solid. I wish they would almost work it that you didn't have like the 3-minute commercial break. Because in a 15-minute long match, when you miss, 3-4 minutes from it, it takes a lot out of the match. It kind of hurts the way it comes across on TV. But at least also ECW, I'm liking the matches between Chavo and Punk. They're doing a pretty good job. I like those. They're good. They're entertaining. Both guys are coming off strong. It's working. Looks good. Benjamin, what the hell are you trying to do? Seriously. Nah. You know what? They need to have him shut up, get in the ring, and beat the crap out of someone. And speaking of beat the crap out of someone, the Delaney guy, who gets a little bit of a promo about how much he got his ass beat the week before, and then somebody just lays him out. Oh, that's great. Lovable jobber. Can't beat lovable jobber. I think that's good. I like what's going on with ECW. There's a lot more emphasis on the actual stories. Almost nothing to do with Rumble, which makes it seem like it's a different show. It's not part of the WWE. And I like that. It gives it its own kind of little niche. They really need to stop doing anything that involves Kelly and Layla. They can't wrestle. A dance-off? Really? A dance-off? Come on, a dance-off? It's me next, like, a 7-person lingerie pillow fight? No, we had that on Raw for Raw Roulette. I really don't like Raw Roulette. I wish they would actually spin the wheel near ringside. Have two guys get in the ring, spin the wheel. Don't do it as backstage segments. And if you get a retarded match, you get a retarded match. If you would have had, Shawn Michaels versus Kenny Kennedy in a lingerie pillow fight, you know what? People would have tuned in just to see a really stupid match. Would people have said, oh man, Vince is really pulling at straws here? But but it would have been entertaining. It would have been stupid, it would have been silly, but it would have actually showed that they actually were committed to the concept of a random match, as opposed to, we're going to spin a wheel in a tape segment and back, then, oh, your match is this, and then it's all planned out. No, make it random, make it work, make it Raw Roulette.